reality of me finishing this race was fading.
I'm scheduled to run a race in exactly 1 week, and I've done about 0 training. Technically, that little skit wasn't 100% true, but I have known about this race for a very long time. I booked it almost 2 months ago. And for most of that time, I didn't run at all, or at least not seriously. I kept telling myself, oh, I'll do it next week. Oh, I'll do it next week. Thinking it'd be kind of fun to train last minute for something. Well, joke's on me. The second I actually tried to seriously run, tried to start training for real, I got sick. So it's been 1-2 weeks and I'm finally starting to feel a little bit better. But again, I've got 1 week till the race. I better get my act together. While I go for my first run in a while, let me give you some backstory.
Really, I didn't start running until my second year in college, but it was always in the back of my head, wondering, what if I ran a marathon? And then I remembered I couldn't run a mile without my lungs collapsing. So I did what any definitely sane person would do and challenged my friends to a 30-day run competition to see who could log the most miles in 30 days. I won the challenge with over 180 miles and have been obsessed with running ever since. I ran my first half marathon the next fall, and only a few months ago I ran my personal best 10K at 7:30 per mile pace. So before my utter lack of training, I had high hopes going into this race.
All right, first run in the books. Ran about 3 miles at around 8:07 minute pace. So definitely not 5 miles and definitely a far cry from my target sub 7:30 minute pace, but it's a start. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, Ethan, you are clearly delusional. You're way off your time target. You haven't done any training at all. Why don't you just call this race off, take it easy, and come back in the future when you've properly trained for a race? And I guess I could do that. I guess I could not run this race. But no, absolutely not. I'm running this race. And I'll give you 3 good reasons. Number 1, I'm not a quitter. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Number 2, I've already paid for the damn thing, and it wasn't cheap. Number 3, I told my dad I was going to run this race with him months ago. We made all the plans. I'm coming back home for the weekend to run it together. It's going to be a family affair. I'm not going to let him down, even though he did literally just sign up for the race only 48 hours ago. But I'm not going to let him down. I'm running this race, and it is day 3, so I got to get going. I'm going to run my big route today, so I'll take you along for the ride. So Ethan, what's this big route? See, for every race I've ran so far, I've used this long training route that rains hell on my legs. The idea is if I can conquer it, race day will feel like a breeze. And so far, it's never failed me. The first mile is pretty straight and flat, perfect to warm up the legs, but then the second mile begins to get hilly. And in the third mile, then comes the hill of death. But past that, I get a small reprieve before going back to the hills for miles 4 and 5. Then, depending on how my legs are faring, the 6th bonus mile is either ran or walked. Today was a walking day. That wasn't pretty, but I hit 5 miles, and that's gotta be something, right? Whew. It's not always gonna be pretty. Okay, it's day 5. Race day is closing in very fast. I mostly took it easy yesterday. I'm at the point in the challenge where I both can't afford rest days, but I also can't afford to push myself too much just because my body's not used to the miles. So I went to the gym, kept it fairly light, biked a few miles, nothing crazy, and I'm back today for my final long run. This is it. I need to log my true 5 miles at closest I can to race pace today. Then I'm going to rest tomorrow, which is Friday. Saturday night, I'm going to do a quick shakeout run, and then Sunday is race day. So this is my last chance to prove myself. Today's run kind of means a lot on how much confidence I'm going to have going into the race. Just because if I'm way off my time still, or if it's a really brutal run, I might not be feeling so good, but still part of my training, still time to get better. Let's go run.
Go to the moon. Outside with my niggas, we doing the most. Grabs on the table, yeah, I been gone. At the base and shorty, she trumping it over. Keep steady, I told her my mom.
Okay, run complete. The final big one before the race. Hit the full 5 miles. I was a little slower today, actually. I only managed 8:31 per mile pace, but it just felt a lot smoother than Tuesday. I don't know why. On Tuesday, my lungs were already burning at the 3 mile mark, and I was just struggling not to give up. Today I felt much more calm, much more steady throughout. I didn't start off at like such a blistering pace. On Tuesday I tried starting off at my target pace and then just holding on, which is usually what I do on race day too. I start out fast and then just hold on for dear life, and usually the adrenaline is enough. But today I tried a little different. Tried just going out steady, and then if I had any extra pace at the end, just to gun it and use all that I had left. So we'll see. Something to think about for race day. But right now, the goal is to relax, to rest. I'm gonna enjoy the next 24, 48 hours just to settle down, hopefully freshen up my legs, and get ready for the race on Sunday.
Where's she going when she leaves my body? Where's she going this time? And I don't know if I can take this moment.
All right, I'm back at my parents' house in Tampa where the race is. Picked up my race packet, all good to go. Yesterday was my rest day, so took the day off. That is if you consider winning a pickleball tournament a rest day. But for the most part, I took it easy, let my legs rest, didn't run at all. So in the next hour or two, I'm going to suit up and get ready for my final shakeout run before the race tomorrow morning. These shoes are my secret weapon, Nike Vaporflies. Running in these is insane. These are my race shoes. I only wear them on race day, but for my shakeout round, I feel like it's probably smart to get a couple reps in, get used to them. They're a lot different than my usual trainers, so I'm gonna use them tonight.
Where's she going this time? And I don't know if I can take this moment.
All right, shakeout run complete. Now I just got the race tomorrow. Feeling all right. I'm readjusting my goals. You know, when I first signed up for this race, I had grand dreams that I had just run a 10K, 6 miles at 7:30 pace. And I figured, well now, if I run an 8K, 5 miles, just think of what I can do. Maybe I can hit 7-minute pace, 7:15-minute pace. I had all these wild dreams, and unfortunately, this time I don't think it's gonna happen. When I started training again, you know, after being lazy for a while, I said, okay, maybe the goal is just to hit 7:30 again. And then I got sick, and now I'm thinking, man, I'd be lucky to hit 8 minutes. So I think that's it. I think my goal tomorrow is 8-minute per mile pace. It's definitely disappointing. I'm trying to focus on the positives, that I'm just here to enjoy the race, spend some time with my family, and have a good day. So that's what we're focusing on, the positive. I'm gonna rest up tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow morning for the big day.
Considering my current conditioning, that was a hell of a fucking run. I'm a beast. That being said, I've learned my lesson. Train for your runs.